Hello, dear viewer of the PHP Advanced. Thank you very much for coming back today. It's your trainer Remy, and we are continuing with our PHP Advanced. So, I gave a homework last time. I said someone has to do a homework, and that homework was supposed to be able to show what exactly? To query the data for one student. So just call one student with ID number one and by passing something. So it was totally based on the research. I wanted you to do a little bit research to find out more on how to deal with the prepare method or prepare function. And also I got some question on few things like why are we having this new thing here? What does that mean? So let me use this time to answer those and also to show the result of the homework that I gave to you. Okay. So first of all, I will start with this particular question of what exactly does this sign mean. So that question was coming from one of the on site student, and I thought like, yeah, that might be also the same case with somebody online. So this sign, it's a sign that shows that what is in front, its part is coming from the object of what is back. So in another way, we can say it shows that the method prepare and the function prepare is in the class DBA, the object DBA. So when you have that, it means that the thing that you are talking about is coming from the objects. So whenever you are using class and object, which we'll see as we go, we'll understand a little bit more that okay, when you want to access things in the class using the object, then whatever is in the class that has to be accessed, which are not static, has to be, which are based on instance, has to be accessed to use this particular symbol, right? So you have minus sign and the greater sign. So it means that I'm getting things from this particular function. Okay, so I'm sure those who had also the same question, wherever they are, now they are understanding exactly why did we use that. So if you remember very well, this DBA is an object of a PDO class, and the PDO class was created from the script file of db connector p.php, which is in the folder connections, and we have it here. So this object, this class PDO, is the one that has those function of prepare and function execute. That's why to say that we want those functions, we say we pass this and then we go to the method, the function. Yeah, you forgive my method behavior because the method is coming from Java, but we call it's at the end of the day similar family. So the function and also this execute also is the function. Yeah. So with that in mind, we know now that okay, we have the function, and the that's is. So let's go a little bit here. Let's go to PHP doc or PHP doc. And I think yeah, PHP documentation. And let's see. Let's search for PDO. We need to see PDO in deep. So if we go to PHP PDO, we can see those particular things. So we have PDO statement, we have PDO exception, and yeah, we have a lot. These are different things. So there's a lot we can access from PDO. uh, the like constructor which are already there. We have parameters. We have a lot of things that you can access. They are already defined, so you can use them. You can specify them. So you need to be going to documentation. It will help you a lot. It will help you to understand a little bit more because the coverage of my course is not covering everything. So, and you can download it. You can download it. This is where all the knowledge is coming from. Most of the thing that you see out there, they are coming from the this particular part. Okay. So let's see, like this is the class itself, the PDO, and we have the constructor, which is the waiting for DSN, which is the source, and we have username and password. We have the commit, which we haven't used, but we have the XK, which this takes directly the command the way they are. You don't need to stress whatsoever. But we have the prepare, which is taking the command and the like. So all of this for us to access them, that's why we need to get that particular symbols to get access. So if you look at prepare, the making of the prepare, here it is. So it has the query and the options, but we have been using mostly that. So there is a lot that you can understand, you can know, because they say the query should be or must be a valid SQL statement, and the option, this can be there or not there. But it what does it return? The method prepare. The method prepare returns a PDO statement. This is another class that we can look at. So this class, the PDO statement has also, that's the one we get here when we do this. So when we do this, we get a PDO statement returned, and the PDO statement object is the one that now we get using that. So if we go to the PDO statement, here we can see we have this particular list of things, but we have been using execute, and we'll see today what we are going to do. That we said, you see here we have array, which is if it's there, it can be there or not, but we are going to use it to answer the homework. And so let's go deep in it, and then we see the making. Okay, yeah. So at the end of the day, the return data type will be bool, and if the bool returns, it can be true or false, mean that true has succeeded, false has failed. So if it has succeeded, then boom. So yeah, that's one of the few things that we wanted to answer to those who asked it, that we use this arrow, this particular symbol, the combination of symbol, to make sure that we tell the compiler, PHP compiler, that we want to access function which is in the object of so. When you have that, that is used mostly for accessing data functions or variables in a class in that particular way. So by answering that, we are going now to go to the homework. I'm sure I have given you what you wanted. Please check out. This is documentation. Check out the prepare. You can check out the video itself, the prepare, and then the rest of the thing until you get comfortable, you understand, but also you get more knowledge about what we are doing. So we are going to be using mostly prepare because that's one of the main part, and also the execute. All right. I think that has assisted a lot. So now we are going to go to the homework. We say the homework is to pass here to use where, but not to pass the ID so that the ID can be passed here. That was the homework. Yeah. Get a student whose ID is number one, and the but I said but don't pass directly the value in the prepare function. Okay, so how are we going to do that? So let's say this is our initial data, and let's say we turn this in a function. So that's not good, but yeah, let's turn this in a function. Are you sure? No, we'll comment it. We'll comment it. So we need to have another code like this, which means I will have it here. I will have it here. I will have a statement two, which this will be DBA, okay, DBA, and then I will access the method called prepare. And in the method called prepare, I will say select all from students. Now where ID is equal. So instead of putting value, we are going to put question mark. So when we say we put question mark, we mean that this value is going to be provided. So the good thing of prepare, if we go back to prepare here, it will assist us. So on the question mark. So if we go here, we say prepare mark for which real value will be substituted when the statement is executed. So both named and question mark parameters markers cannot be used within the same statement template. Okay, only one or those. So some people can use this particular format here, and some people can use this. You can't do them at the same time. So chimene ndipanga ineyo ndimakonda kugwiritsa question mark, sindimakonda kuzipasa busy zogwiritsa ma name chanchan ndizota ndimaona ngati ndikutaya nthawi. Alright. So with this done mean that izizi tizipitisa nthawi ina yake, koma the good thing of this, it will filter and it will be able to manage the data properly. All right. So if this is good, so I will go to the next, and here I will say now my statement, sorry for that. I will execute it and execute it. But instead of doing that, I'll pass an array of ID 1. So the ID that I want ID 1. So if I'm having one argument expected, I'll pass one argument. And from there, I will do the same thing. I can do the same thing, or I can do, let's pretend that it's the same thing. And I don't like copying, but I should, man. Yeah. So I'll do that, and this means statement two and row, and then let's say function get user or user get all students. I'm trying to control this function so that it will not do not disturb me. I don't want to comment on it. I will love it. I want it to be there, and so that's why I just surrounded it within the function so that it will not make any noise until we call it. So I believe if everything is well, if we didn't forget anything, we have our array here, and we have our ID with question mark. So we expected this to give us the first person who has the ID one. So I think the first person who has ID one is Oscar Banda. So let's push this code. We save that and then we execute that. Yep, we get Oscar Banda. So this is what I wanted you to do. This is what I wanted you to do a little bit of research on how to do without passing the value here, which now I have given to you, and to be able to get the result by passing the array here, and then it's working. All right. So this is just for homework. I'm sure we're going to continue from here. Thank you very much for being with us, for being part of this particular journey, which we are sure that at the end of the day, you'll be able to create application, web app that is very, very, very convincing, creative, but also important in the community that you are living. We are doing all this so that you can be able to change and impact other people. Let me try to put number two. Maybe it will not work. Who knows? And yeah, it's coming number two. And yeah, so whatever. If I'm searching for ID, but I can change the column name here. I can change anything. This is coming from Technolab, where technology gets created, and we are doing all this to make sure that entrepreneurs and developers they become the change makers. We believe that is possible, and it starts with you. It starts with me by learning, practicing, and doing things that zigoniga ndizovuda banono. Thank you very much for being with me. I'm so happy to meet you again next time. Bye.